It was a bright spring morning in Soho, New York City, when 6-year-old Etan Patz vanished without a trace. One minute, he's waving goodbye to his mother, his small backpack bouncing, his eyes alight with hope. The next, the sidewalks are empty. Etan is simply gone. Etan Patz was a first grader who lived with his family in a modest apartment on Prince Street, just blocks from the bustling heart of Manhattan. On that fateful day, he insisted on walking the short distance to his school bus stop alone for the first time. A rite of passage in a neighborhood where parents watched from windows, confident in their children's safety. Etan carried $1 for a soda, a little yellow cap, and all the excitement of a boy setting out on his own. When he failed to return home, panic struck. His mother, Julie, called the school, then the police. Officers combed the streets, residents searched stoops and alleys, and posters bearing Etan's wide-eyed smile soon wallpapered the city. His disappearance turned a quiet block into a staging ground for one of the largest missing child investigations in American history. Detectives followed every lead. Some neighbors remembered seeing a stranger near the corner, while others had noticed a blue van idling nearby. The Patz family's mailbox overflowed with tips, letters, and heartbreakingly, false hope. For days and weeks, news cameras captured the growing vigil. Candles flickered in apartment windows, and volunteers formed human chains, scouring rooftops and subway tunnels. Suspicion briefly fell on a handyman and on a local shopkeeper named Jose Ramos, who had a history with young boys and was connected through Etan's old babysitter. Yet despite intense interrogations and even a prison sentence for unrelated crimes, no one was charged. The investigation dragged for decades, with new detectives inheriting the case, each haunted by Etan's vanished face. The mystery deepened in 2012, when Pedro Hernandez, a former bodega worker, confessed to luring Etan into a basement and harming him. Yet even that confession, delivered decades later and riddled with inconsistencies, left doubts. As years passed, Etan's story became a national rallying cry. His name was etched onto milk cartons, his memory spurring new laws and changing the way America reacted to vanished children. But for his family and their neighbors, the question remained, what really happened to Etan Patz? It would take more than 3 decades before someone stood trial for Etan's disappearance. Pedro Hernandez was ultimately convicted, found guilty of murder and kidnapping, finally bringing a measure of closure to the Patz family. Yet, Etan's body was never found, and questions about Hernandez's confession lingered. Some still wonder if the whole truth ever surfaced. The case changed how missing children are searched for, but it left scars on a city and a nation. Do you believe justice was truly served, or could the real story still be out there, lost in the shadows of Soho?